So when we first met and we had this piece of property, I said, I want a house that looks like it belongs in the marsh, not where you drive through the driveway and this mushroom thing comes out of the ground and it's stucco and 5,000 square feet. And I said, that's what I don't want.
While we had very definite ideas about what we didn't want in a house, we couldn't be very specific about what we wanted in the house, and I didn't have any pictures to show him.
We didn't have one single design in mind other than low country, and that was it.
So it wasn't a formula to have us describe the house. It was more Gerry understanding what we needed and how we would use it so he could add value in the design process.
We knew we had to pick the lot first and let that lot tell us and our architect what kind of house we really needed to build.
That was what really impressed me the most to begin with. It was the fact that he took advantage of what nature has to offer.
We came out with him and stood on this lot when it was totally overgrown, couldn't walk through it, and he said, okay, this is where the house is going to be. And we're like, well, how did you do that? And he said, well, this is just where it needs to be.
And he asked us questions, and as we answered, he sketched.
The best memories I have is going into his office and sitting at his big table and drawing out this house. It was really, really fun.
Have you ever seen him sketch? It's very impressive, very impressive. And the drawing, the sketching was critical for us because he would interpret what we were saying, turn around and hand it to us visually, and we go, yeah, that's what I meant to say. I didn't say it, but that's what I was trying to say.
And to be honest, I really didn't know what I meant when I said I want something that looks like it came out of the marsh, but that's what we got. And it was exactly, I'm not sure it's exactly what I was thinking of, but I'm extremely pleased that it wound up being exactly what we wanted.
And then as you see it come alive, and start to, as they build it, you think, wow, this is just really amazing.
He aims to fit the house to your lifestyle. And he tries to build you a room and a house configuration that matches up with the way you're going to live.
When I walk onto a piece of land, I am instantly affected by the experience of that property. I look at the sun angles, I feel the breeze on my face. I look at the shade of the trees, the size of the trees, the nature of the property. And I try to commune with it so that it will give me something back. And it always does. And we generally refer to that as inspiration. So architecture is really the experience. It's not the edifice. It isn't the things. It's how the architecture affects a person's life. So this idea of designing while you imagine the experience brings you to a deeper, a more intimate level of design. And I've learned to trust that. I've learned to go on the property with my mind completely open. I prefer actually to go with the client but not talk about the house. They often are anxious to get right into talking about the house, but I hold them back. I said, let's talk about the property. Tell me why you bought this property and why you love it. Those kind of things then kind of create the palette, okay? And from that palette, we're going to build everything. Sometimes I think about how do I put the client between the grain of the environment. The art of architecture is the opportunity to create, to imagine, to see things that you haven't seen before, and to help create for a client something they haven't imagined. That's the artistry of it, and the thing that really keeps me involved and passionate is the ability to create for somebody something that will make their life better. I mean, I want you to wake up every day and love your house. I've had a couple of clients say to me after the job was complete, well, one that I just really love. Client said, "This house is everything I ever wanted, but it's nothing like I imagined." How did you know that?